Hello, good evening. You're watching London Live News at 5:30. I'm Stefan Levy. Soldiers are drafted in at key London sites as police say they're investigating a terror network. The Palace of Westminster is one of them. All public tours of Parliament have been cancelled with immediate effect. Some breaking news for you in the last few moments. A spokesperson for Charlie Gard's parents has confirmed he's died in a hospice. His parents, Connie Yates and Chris Gard, abandoned their 5-month legal battle on Monday to have him moved out of Great Ormond Street Hospital and taken to the US for treatment after his condition deteriorated. That is the news that Charlie Gard has passed away.
Stefan, what's happening?
Yes, well, the recount here at Kensington Town Hall is expected to start in the next 20 minutes or so, but let's just give you a recap of what's happened so far. It was around 2 o'clock this morning that the Labour candidate Emma Dent-Coad was reported to be 50 votes ahead of her Conservative challenger Victoria Borwick. Campaigners dressed in Tudor costumes stood outside the Commons today as ministers debated the EU withdrawal bill. They were protesting over the widespread use of the so-called Henry VIII clauses, which allow the government to amend a bill after it has become an Act of Parliament. Hello and welcome back to London Live News. A check now on the main national headlines. The Duke of Edinburgh is giving up his public duties from this autumn. The palace said Prince Philip had taken the decision with the full support of Her Majesty. The government has accused the British Medical Association of playing games as junior doctors prepare for a fresh wave of strikes. Now, there is clearly a disconnect between the negotiating teams of the BMA and the junior doctors themselves. Back in May, it looked like we had an agreement. Now it's not the case. People will be asking what's going on.
London Live's Stefan Levy was at the airport waiting for a BA flight and he sent us this report.
We arrived at the airport around 8 o'clock this morning. When we first arrived, we were told that our flight would be delayed because there were a number of issues with the baggage system. Then we were told that it was a worldwide glitch. We'd have to be waiting a little bit longer. And finally, we've been told just now that all flights have been cancelled out of the airport. After a sleepless night for many, students across the capital found out how they'd fared in their GCSEs today. This is the first year of a new system, and under it, traditional A-star to G grades have been replaced with a 9-to-1 system, with 9 being the highest mark.
We're using this sort of campaign to bring awareness about a very real problem, and that's lungworm, and it's a parasite carried by slugs and snails.
And these are exactly what dogs could be encountering when they're in the garden.
Yeah, I mean, this is Martha, Bert and Jeff there, and they're having a great day out, but they're common garden snails. Yeah, I know that.
They're like kissing, aren't
best
they?
friends.
Anyway,
they are, yeah.
Welcome back to the headline interview with me, Stefan Levy. My guest today is one of the UK's leading architects, Sir Terry Farrell. Thank you very much for joining us today. Now, before the break, we were talking about regeneration, and indeed, one of the ways to achieve regeneration is river crossings. Do you want to elaborate? Next tonight, a short film which offers a snapshot of working-class life in West Kensington has been selected for a major slot at the Portobello Film Festival. Leon, let's start with you. This is very much a story of when two worlds collide. I mean, It sounds like a movie cliche, but actually it's treated slightly more sensitively. Tell us more. OK, that's all we have time for. Thanks very much for your company. London Live News will be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Up next, it's London Go with Luke Blackhall, your guide to all things arts and culture. Bye-bye.